Good morning. It's Brad here with Desite Screeners, the SLG 78s here today. We did some other film the other day doing some crushed concrete and was showing how they worked in that, making 4 different products. Came over to do a different product here today. We're back here in John's yard, John Swartz's excavations yard. You can see where they had done a tear out of a parking lot and they ripped up all the asphalt and mixed it in with gravel and exported it all into piles here. The way it sits, it really has no value. It's just fill, waste fill. What we want to do here today is screen it down to some 1.5 minus. Take the 1.5 minus, put it over the 3/4 by 4 mesh that we usually use for soil, but it'll also work for making some 5/8 minus product. Just kind of wanted to give you a shot today to look at it, screening some different material. Again, recycling stuff that was brought into a usable product. So we're going to get on the little case loader here and do a little bit of screening and let us know what you think. Well, hi again. Brad here. Spent the afternoon kind of playing in the dirt, doing some screening here. Got the one SLG 78 with the 2-inch mesh, pulling out 1.5 minus, and then again we got the 3/4 by 4 that pulls out about 5/8 minus. So what we're really making here is 5/8 to 1.5 with some fines in it. Here you can see the debris that we pulled out after running it over the 2-inch mesh. Looks to me like we've got about probably a little over 3 tandem loads of waste here. We'll show you some of this other material. This is the 5/8 minus product that we were talking about earlier. Great packing, good for raking out under slabs, good as a top course. That was coming off of this side side here with the 3/4 by 4 mesh, creating about a 5/8 minus product. You'll see over here, this is some 1.5 inch minus all the way down. I didn't run it over the 3/4 by 4 mesh. Sometimes when you're screening and recycling this stuff, you have different needs. Screening this stuff here over the 2-inch mesh with the case loader, I was probably doing 60+ yards an hour, even over this small SLG 78 machine. If you're just looking for just some base material or some fill, clean fill, this stuff's great. Screens quick, it's cheap material. If you're looking for the 5/8, then of course you take your 1.5 inch minus. I ran it over here, created the 5/8, and then the extra product that came off the backside again was this 1.5 inch material. Again, if it's kind of the nice thing about using the SLG screener is you'll get all these different piles of product, and if you get into a situation where you need this 1.5 inch a little bit cleaner for a drain rock or for a weeping field, you can just scoop it up, clean out your box here, run it back through, pull the rest of the fines out, and it'll give you a good clean stone for using for drainage fields. If you ran it all into that now, then you wouldn't have enough fines if you were just laying out road beds. So it's nice to have different piles of different product to work with. I was screening here for probably 3.5 to 4 hours. I think we were averaging somewhere right around about 45 to 50 yards an hour with the case loader. Again, it's just a 1-yard bucket. I was able to stay close. It was nice and smooth running here. It was really good going. But it gives you some idea of the production and the flexibility of these machines. As I was saying before, each machine here assembled, ready to go, is about $5,500. You can see we offer an 18-inch riser box for these screeners to sit on. It allows you to get a lot more storage inside. So if you're using a little bigger machine like this case, you can get in there, get a full bucket full without pushing the screener around. If you're just using a small skid steer to feed it, you can take it off the riser, set it on the ground. Again, portability is awesome. This machine here with the 3/4 by 4, you can also use that for screening topsoil. If you need this over in your soil pile, you just clean out around it, grab it with your pallet forks or your bucket with the lift extensions and move it over and start screening your soil. Then you can bring it back later and screen gravel with it. Very, very versatile, really quick to move, very simple.